All right, so on Friday we learned how to multiply fractions by a number by finding of, right? So we did things like 1/3 of 12 or 1/4 of 16. Now, the one thing I didn't tell you is that of in fractions always means multiplication. So 1/3 of 30 is the same as 1/3 times 30. Okay? And the reason that matters is there's two ways to do these problems. There's the of way, which is what we've been doing with the bar model, and there's the multiplication way, which I'm going to teach you right now. So for this problem, 3/7 times 49, the of way is to come up with bar model. We're trying to fit 49. Okay, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we don't know how many go in each group. Well, in this case, it happens to be the same as the denominator. So 7 fit into each group. And then we're taking 3 groups. So 7, 14, 21, it equals 21. Now, I like this way. This way is a little less work. It's easy. But you need to know both ways, and I'll explain more in a second. So the other way is to do this. 3/7 times 49 over 1. Okay? Now, when you multiply, you just multiply across. So in this case, 3 times 49, I can do that in my head, but you might not be able to. See if you can beat me. 3 times 49 is 120, 27, 147 over 7. Okay, so we get 147 sevenths. Let's make sure I was right about that. 120, 27, 46. Yep. Okay, and then you have to figure out how many times we can convert that. So 147 sevenths. Let me switch colors. 147 sevenths. So 7 goes into 14 2 times. Where's 14? 0. Going down to 7, 1, 21. Okay, equals 21. So they both work the same. All right? You can see that this way is easier. It is. But you're going to need to know this other way. And the reason is sometimes the whole number doesn't go into the denominator. You can't make equal groups. So let me give you an example of that. 1/3 times 31. Now, if we try to do 1/3 times 31, okay, how many can go in each group? Well, if we put 11 in each group, that'd be 33. So we can put 10. Okay, and now I have 1 left over. What's 1 divided by 3? See, that's tricky. 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. And one of those 3 groups is 10 and 1/3. See, that's a little harder when the denominator and the whole number don't go into each other equally. So the other way to do this is 1/3 times 31 over 1 equals 31 thirds. Then you can just simplify that to be 10 and 1/3. Okay? So we have the of way and we have the multiplication way. Neither are easy all the time. You just kind of have to know them both. Should we do another one? Last one? And I really highly recommend pausing this video and talking about what we've been learning before we go to the next one, kind of thinking about the steps. Okay, so this next one's 1/4 times 25. So let's start with should we start with the multiplication way or the of way? Keep it the same? All right. So we'll start with of. So 25. How many can go in each group? 6. Okay, so 6, 6, 6, 6 gets us to 24. What's left over? 1. So 1 divided by 4 is 1/4. Okay, so each is 6 and 1/4. We take 1, we get 6 and 1/4. All right, but the multiplication way is simply 1/4 times 25 over 1 equals 25 fourths. Now 25 fourths, 4 goes into 25, 6 times, 1's left over, 6 and 1/4. Two totally different ways. It's whatever floats your boat, you know? You need to know the of way because it often matches story problems. You need to know the multiplication way because there's times where it just fits better. The problem with the multiplication way is the numbers get way high. I was trying to do a problem for the test prep where it gets to like 378 and it's just ridiculous. But when the numbers are low, it's not the worst strategy.